$60. It's on sale 50% off. Later, it goes on sale an additional 50% off. What is the total price of the sweater? I want you to turn and talk to your partner and think, is this thing going to be 100% off? Or is it a different percent off when you get to the final price? Is this 100% off, or is it a different percent? Turn and talk for about 30 seconds. Go. You have two 50s. I'm going to argue it's 100% off. This thing's supposed to be free. Well, there's two 50s, so I was adding the percents, and I got 100% off. 3, 2, 1. Shout your thoughts. Is this thing going to be 100% off, basically free, or is there a different amount, Cameron?
Later, so it might not be that day or like a different day.
Oh, okay.
Because it goes on for sale for an additional 50, another 50%
Okay.
off.
A few in row 2 agree. Mason, add on to that.
What Jameson was thinking to me too was like it would be 50% off of 60, so that would be 30. But then later, if it goes down by another 50%, that would be 30 divided by 50%, so that would be 15.
Those two thoughts, row 3 and row 4, a few in row 2 are saying that are exactly correct. We do not take 50 and 50 and add them together and say, hey, this thing is actually 60 times 0%. You're just getting this sweater for free. That's not how multiple percents works. Watch what I'm going to do. Just like Mason was saying, I'm going to take 60 and then take 50% off. Then you take 30 and you take 50% off. Your total is not $0, unfortunately, but it's fairly good. It is $15. Here's your big idea for today. When you have multiple percents, you're not going to combine the percents like 50 and 50. You're going to do them in order. So let's do the sweater and show what that would look like. The first thing I'm doing is 50% off. This is a mark down. So I'm going to take 60 and multiply it by 100 minus 50, or 0.5. Then go to your second problem. You have 50% off of 30. Take the new percent, or the new amount, and then 50% off that would be times 0.5. When you have multiple percents, you're sectioning it off into basically two different problems. The first percent comes first, the second percent is coming second. I take the new amount, $30, not $60, when I multiply by the second. Let's try one on our own. Marlene's bill came to $45, but she has 15% off. Let's circle 15% off. And then there is a 6.5% sales tax. Circle 6.5 sales. You're going to start off with the first one in red. Jameson.
Well, I thought that maybe we could just like go 15 minus 6.5 and then we could use that percent.
You can't. You cannot combine. So when you have multiple percents, do not combine them. You do not combine these. You have to do them in order because they come in different sections, like they're different timings when they multiply. So start off with your first one, $45. This is a mark up or mark down. Vote for it, whole class. 15% off. Show me on your hands. Reese, what do you think? Let's put an arrow next to number 1. So this thing's going down by 15%. What's the total percentage that I'm paying, Colton? 100 minus 15? Okay. 85% as a decimal is what, Liliana? So we're going to take 45, multiply it by 0.85. That's your new amount. What would that be? Plug it in. Raise your hands. 45 times 0.85. Cameron, you got it? You're still working. Daniel? Did you have to round it all? Okay. When you go to the next section, we now take 6.5% sales tax on this amount. So take this and move it over. I do not take 45. I'm taking my new amount, which is 38.25. Here's your second problem. 6.5 sales tax is a markup or a markdown? Show me. Sierra? Let's put markup next to number 2. This is the second part. So we're going to take 100 and add it to 6.5. What is the total percentage that I'm paying, Lauren? 106.5%. What is the decimal of that, Jameson talking to? What's my decimal version of 106.5? I feel like that's a radio station. Paige? Decimal version would be what? 106.5%. What's the decimal? Good. 1.065. That is your final step. Let's throw it into a calculator and see what we get. 38.25. 1.065. Colton, what was your answer?
I got 40.74.
Since 40.73 has digits after it, look for the last digit after the 3. It's a 6. If it's 5 or more, let it soar. 4 or less, let it rest. 40.73 would turn into 40.74. You got it. Next one. After we get this on here, Aiden, turn. Sit up straight, please. Max, can you read number 2, or do you have a question?
I'll read it then. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
My bill at Office Max was $156.50, but I get 10% off for being a teacher. Then the checkout guy gave me an additional 15% off for being so awesome.
True story.
What was my final bill?
Question, Max.
Can we do reverse after?
Sure. So set this up into 2 sections. The total is $156.50. Then you get 10% off. Then I get 15% off. What do I do first, Avery?
You would set up your problem by putting $156.50 times 0.85.
Ooh, that's tricky. Which one's the first one I get off?
10.
We want to go in order. I think if we did 0.85 then 0.10, we're going to have a different amount. So always go in order. Thanks for bringing that up, though. It was 10% off, so what's the decimal for this one?
0.9.
Okay. And what was your total for that?
I got the wrong answer, so.
156.5 times 9, Aiden, disrespectful, that's 3.
I know, it was only 2.
Being disrespectful is a major one.
How was I disrespectful?
Tone of voice.
I got 140.85.
Good. Okay, take this amount and move it over. 140.85. Daniel, what's my second step? %, off is step number 2, so multiply it by 0.85. Daniel. Did you have to round it all? Nice. Did I do something wrong?
No, you have to round.
Yeah, so 119.72 has a 2 after it. It is 4 or less, so let it rest. Our total amount that I have to pay is 119.72. Last one, number 3. We'll skip number 4 for now. Your subtotal came to 35.50, but you have to add 6% sales tax. Then you add another 15% tip. What's the final bill? Let's separate this into 2 steps. Jackson, what do I do first?
You write that you you write pretty much you write it down first. You write 35.50 times 0.6. You multiply and
Let's pause. It's a 6% sales tax, Jackson. What do I do with the 6% before I
you
multiply?
add it to the 100.
Good. So it's 106%. Jackson, what's my decimal?
1.06, I think.
Nice. Okay, now we're ready to multiply. Make sure that you're adding it before you take the 6%. What's 3550 times 1.06? 3550, 1.06. Did you guys get that? It's on the board. What'd you get, Jackson?
37.6.
Okay. Track the board. What is my blunder? I'm going to step number 2, and I see that there's another tip. I'm just continuing to get larger. So I'm going to take, let's go blue again for step 2. I'm going to take 3550 and multiply it by 1.15. What is my blunder? What is my blunder? Turn and talk for 30 seconds. Go. I made a mistake. What was it? 3, 2, 1. Most common blunder for this lesson in 6th and 7th grade. Colton, what was it?
It was that you did 35.50 instead of 37.63.
This total was the original. I have to take the other number that I got from the first percent. Now you can multiply, and what's my answer? Aiden, what'd you get? Aiden, you got it.
I got 43.27.
You got it. 43.27. 4 is 4 or less, so yeah. I can see how you would round that though. I would accept 43.27 or 43.28. This one's right on the line.
The only way they can fix calculators is it automatically rounds up.
Yeah, you do have those though. Okay. You have a couple of finished 7% left. You of course also pay. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, number 4 is more like a silverish problem. You might have one later on. Flip to your partners, get out your appointment book. Yes, get your appointments ready. Aiden, make sure it's on your desk, please. Thanks. Just like originally, you should always have it. What? This rare bird got 4 feet of snow. They baked cookies and cakes over the snowy break. We got their favorite season is summer, and they don't like sandwiches. That's the 3rd person who doesn't like sandwiches. Maybe it's a repeat, but we didn't catch him. Jackson, who is this rare bird? Maybe. Guess again, Logan. Maybe. Guess again, Cameron.
Is this person here right now?
They are here. Yep.